line of scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
That's complete to the Porter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Well, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Super 66.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught. But he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out there to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Lions defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, here's Penny. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling.
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
could easily move into the top 5.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. This to Laporta, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Seven, our score after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They go play action. Cousins. He'll get this out wide to Penny. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Lions at 6-10 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. Goff. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Goff. Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penning. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Off the play fake. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. The handoff running left is Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get to the line here. Remember, it's also 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st down, it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On third down, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Play action now, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Nwangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw is Goff. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Cousins. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This, the 2nd meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Value three. Louis.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now they'll run Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Iwangu going to get it on the counter. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now Cousins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Goff now looking to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Odell Beckham, a touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the final seconds have ticked away.